We pitched the new Kia Sorento, VW Tiguan and Peugeot 5008 against each other. With the continuing fall in MPV sales, it's vehicles like these that can be thanked for their decline. SUVs are taking over virtually every sector when companies like Jaguar, Maserati and even Rolls-Royce join in. You're looking at a takeover. And now there's even a subgenre of 7-seater SUVs, like these three. The VW Tiguan Allspace has now grown to offer 7 seats to take on the Kia Sorento now in a new form and the Peugeot 5008. But it's the Peugeot here which is the odd one out, as it's a SUV with only 2-wheel drive. So don't expect it to go far off-road. Although the others are hardly going to bother a Range Rover in that regard. On the road, it's the VW that gets away the first, aided by a slick gear shift, which unfortunately can get a bit jerky in town driving. The VW will stay at front whatever the road does, thanks to crisp steering and some nimble handling and really quite strong levels of grip. This was all helped by the dynamic chassis control, an 810 pounds option, which allowed you to soften or stiffen the suspension to suit the road and your temperament. The Sorento was definitely slower, although still no slouch. It's the heaviest here, and you can feel that when it comes to corners, with a definite amount of sway through the turns and lower levels of ultimate traction. Slow and slightly cumbersome steering adds to the wallowy and slightly undecided feel to going down a twisty road, but one byproduct is a very comfy ride. The Peugeot sits somewhere between these two in most areas. It feels definitely brisk once you're up and running though, and the body control means it's not far behind the VW through the twisties. However, with 19-inch wheels it reacted badly to bumps and transmitted quite a bit of noise into the cabin. Smaller wheels would probably help. The Peugeot has the smartest, most contemporary-looking cabin of our trio, and you wouldn't guess that it was the cheapest here. For example, in this trim, the driver's seat has electric seat adjustment, with memory and massage functions. You also get leather seats as standard. What's mildly disappointing is that the VW cabin feels lower rent than the others, and it's easy to find hard plastics dotted about. And if you want the high driving position you normally associate with an SUV, then the Allspace disappoints. Leather seats cost extra. However, the 12.3-inch active info display digital instruments that come with this trim do help make up for that disappointment, as does the crispness of the 8-inch infotainment system. The Peugeot equally has a 12.3-inch digital display and it's mounted high, so you need to move your eyes less on the move. This looks rather good compared to the 7-inch screen in the Kia, but actually the Kia's cabin feels very well made with good materials, even if it is beginning to look at touch dated these days. Both these two also have 8-inch infotainment screens. All three also have panoramic roofs up above, yet none of them has any great restrictions on head height for front row occupants. And all three have second row bench seats that can slide and recline, offering more options for passengers or cargo. Sadly, those panoramic roofs do impinge on head height further back, with the Peugeot being a particular culprit. Oddly, the third row of seats in the Peugeot doesn't suffer from the same complaint. Both the Peugeot and the Kia offer sensible seating in the third row, but even VW claims space in the rear for those under 5 foot 2 inches in the Allspace. And none of these is terribly well endowed in the luggage department, but then, you probably would accept that given the third row of seats. Fold down that rear row and the Kia Sorento can take 11 carry-on cases, 1 more than the Peugeot, 3 more than the VW. The Peugeot 5008 GT is the most expensive version, but it's still the cheapest vehicle here, and has the lowest fuel consumption too. The Sorento is the thirstiest, and the benefit in kind, BIK, tax, partly as a result, is 37%, the most expensive here. Put it this way, in terms of salary sacrifice, the Peugeot will cost you £1,000 a year less than the Kia.